Was that crowd bigger than you thought it might be?
It was fun. I didn't know exactly what to anticipate and all that, but I think we're showing our support, and that side is full, and some energy in the stadium. I know it was fun for our guys. Kind of recreate a little bit game-like atmosphere, and Beaver Nation helped with that.
Did you kind of pivot a little bit on trying a game today? As a little bit of a game more than what you've done in the past?
Yeah, we put some thought into it, and these guys wanted to compete and create a little bit of atmosphere with the crowd there. Not trying to do a complete game like 3 hours or something, but I thought it played out pretty well. We got a lot of work done.
What did you see from your quarterbacks?
I thought each guy did some good stuff, moving the ball. We played well on defense, which we've done throughout the spring. It's not easy on the quarterbacks because we're mixing the line, the receiver play, and all that. But I thought each of them had some solid reps.
What do you like about Shaq?
I think he's got some physical talent, which shows up quick. But I really like how hard he's worked on diving in this playbook. He's understanding it. There's a lot that goes into quarterback play besides being able to throw a good ball, and he's shown he's had a lot of those qualities.
Where do you feel like that connection is right now between this quarterback group and the wide receivers?
It's spring practice and it's working. Like where both position groups are in regards to the mentality, the work they put in together through spring practice, and a lot out of scheme-wise, and now we use the summer to detail.
As a former quarterback, does it affect you at all when the defense gets the better of an offense like this?
Well, I've grown in this head coaching thing to cheer on both sides. Look, I think we've built a defense now that's very competitive, pretty good, and they're going to be tough to move the ball consistently on, and that's really what you want.
Jonathan, how do you like the depth at secondary? Even though you guys lost some pretty big pieces in the offseason, it looks like the depth is pretty good there.
Those guys, yeah, we've got some guys with some experience and some young talent. Obviously, Joe Swin had a really nice day, and he's got physical tools and contesting balls. But then you throw out with Catan and Akili running around and doing some stuff. Jaden Robinson didn't go today, but he had a great spring throughout. So, yeah, we got some guys there.
How do you like the Riley Sharp movement in 1 week? What about that?
I think it's been a good move. I mean, both Riley and Micaiah Tongue position changes. I think both of them through the spring have found ways they're going to contribute and help us.
Weirdest touchdown you've ever seen scored, that last one?
That last Joe Swin helping things out, yeah. I mean, a little bit of this is what you do in practice, you can do in the game. And obviously, this guy's not thinking much of throwing the ball up. And maybe for it interesting at the end,
They added some good pieces on the D-line.
Yep, James Rawls been here a while, and we're expecting a big year out of him. But with Joe Golden, Hodge's been around, but then Takari Hickle and Siona Lolohea, we've got some depth there, and it starts up front, offense and defense. We've got a D-line and some depth as good as I've been around these 5 years.
How versatile does Silas become for you?
Yeah, he's a huge beast, man. He's a little older. We've moved him around. He's gifted with the ball in his hands, and he's become a complete receiver now. We're going to need him in a big way come fall.
What would just be your general assessment of where the quarterback battle stands after the spring?
It was a lot about learning. For those guys learning the scheme, learning about them, and then we talked about that a bunch. Knew there was going to be a learning curve, especially the two new guys throughout the spring. They made huge strides, detailing Ben's game up, and so that was the importance of the route. Now they got to go tighten up details this summer so that we can let him rip and come close.
What did you think of TJ's adjustment?
Solid. He's been, first of all, the way he approached it, coming in, working hard, wanting to be a good teammate, not asking for all the limelight. He just wanted to put his head down and go. I think our players have appreciated that. You can see his comfort level from practice 1-15, allows veterans to come out. And so he's made a nice progression.
What did you think of that Childs touchdown pass?
He's gifted, man. He's made a couple big-time throws. I mean, he had a huge one even this week in practice. Last Saturday's scrimmage, he made some plays, and so it's almost, you kind of expect it.
Jonathan, what are your biggest priorities now, kind of with spring in the rear view, heading into the off season, obviously ahead of fall camp?
Yeah. Well, recruiting's huge. This next week, month, those guys go out and spring recruiting. We got a big junior day going on today, and so that kind of transitions to that. We got to make sure again on this roster if we got all the pieces we need for the fall. We got a lot of depth, a lot of spots, but making sure that we're fully complete for the fall camp.
John, what excites you about this team for next fall?
Say it again.
What excites you about this team for next fall?
Oh, I think a lot, but the way they approach things, the type of guys they are, I think they feel like they understand how hard it is to win, and they're going to go attack the preparation and camaraderie and chemistry with that throughout the summer. Can't wait to get back around them full time starting in August.
Is it a lot like the team you had last year, a year ago?
In ways. We got some guys that have been around and understand the culture. We got some new young talent. I think we're mature enough to know that it is not easy to win. You got to work and put a lot into it. You got to do it together, and I think that's the approach of this team.
Are you concerned at all about the kicking and punting?
I mean, I wouldn't describe it as concern. We got our eyes on every position. We've tried out a couple of different ones, a snapper and holder, and so that's always goes into the mechanics of that. We got 3 guys that are very capable in regards to the kicking game. Josh Green on the punting side, I think he's going to be really foolish.
Any wager between the two sides? Is defense going to steak dinner tonight?
Pretty much, it was trash talk. That was the only wager at risk.
Looking back at the spring as a whole, is there anything that you feel a lot better about now than you did like 6 or 7 months ago?
I think the tight end thing, we got a couple new pieces there. Riley Sharp and Jermaine Terry. I feel that piece is, I feel confident with it after 15 days. I think we got some real talent at quarterback. Anticipated, but now seeing it playing out over 15. We've got some answers there that's nice to have. I think the D-line thing, not just the top starter guys, but some depth to be able to rotate those guys through. That's been nice. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.